Let's go to Hirschfield Park in Pompton Lakes, and on 8 Seeded High Point's first possession of the game, it's Jake Phillip on the jet sweep, picking up 8 yards and a first down to the Pompton Lakes 12. And on 4th down, it's Chad Mazzilli from 3 yards out for the touchdown to cap the 68-yard drive that took 7 minutes off the clock, and it's 7-0 High Point over top-seeded Pompton Lakes after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter we go, and High Point has the ball on 3rd and 2. It's Chad Mazzilli up the middle, plowing forward for 9 yards and a tough first down to the Pompton Lakes 48. And the ball-controlled Wildcats punch it in here, watch Jake Phillip get the corner and zip into the end zone from 11 yards out, and it's 14-0 High Point with 5:42 to go here in the second quarter. Pompton Lakes looks to throw here, and it's ruled a lateral, and it's Gavin Hunsiger with the fumble recovery on the heads-up play, and High Point takes over 1st and 10 at the Pompton Lakes 34. And then watch hard-charging Chad Mazzilli lower his shoulder as he gets 19 yards and a first down to the Pompton Lakes 9. He's a tough customer, folks. Then on 3rd and goal from the 13, watch Jake Lazinski call his own number, and he scores off the good fake, and High Point has a 21-0 lead with 2:07 to go in the half. All right, Pompton Lakes is in the 2-minute drill, and High Point would have none of it. Watch Levi Burnell get to the quarterback for the 7-yard loss and the sack. It was the second straight sack for High Point on the drive. And the D-line wasn't through. Watch Steve Udemark and Cliff Rudder combine for the sack here, and High Point takes a 21-0 lead into the break. Wow. Third quarter we go, and Pompton Lakes goes to the no huddle, and it's Kevin Cotter to Nick McDonald for 25 yards and a first down for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals score here as Chris Greco takes it in from 2 yards out, and after a failed 2-point conversion, High Point holds a 21-6 lead with 8:27 to go in the third quarter. High Point's looking to put this one away with another time-consuming drive, but the drive ends here on the pick from Steve Sanders, and Pompton Lakes is still alive. All right, final moments of the third quarter, and Pompton Lakes is facing a 4th and 15, and it's Rob Toro of High Point breaking up the pass to turn the Cardinals over on downs, and High Point has a 21-6 lead with 3 quarters of play. Big play there. All right, fourth quarter, and High Point's coverage and pass rush was great all game. Watch Levi Burnell with another sack here for 8 yards and a loss, as High Point would stun top-seeded Pompton Lakes 21-6 to improve to 6-3 as they post their first state tournament win since 2010 and will travel to face number 4 Westwood Friday in the North 1 Group 2 semifinals.
All week we were saying it's not an upset when the underdog knows that they're the better team, and that's the mentality we went into this game with, and we showed them up.
Feels amazing, man. It's the best feeling. Number 8 seed, come out, smack around number 1 seed. We knew before the game even started, we're the best rushing team in our group. We're just going to run it down their throat every play.
It's kind of like written in a movie. It's like the underdogs and everything. And this whole week in practice, we knew we could run with these guys, and we're just going to shove the ball right down their throats, and that's what we did.
You know, it's all about family. You could play a football game however you want, but it's the bond that you make on the field, during practice and in the locker room and all that kind of stuff. And we had it all the way.
Right from the get-go. Well, truthfully, right from our meetings last night, they were focused. They knew what they wanted to do. Came in today. We played very well. Defensively, truthfully, to be honest, a little bit better than I thought we were going to be able to do. And our offense really just kind of carried the day most of the year, and they did what they had to do. And I'm proud of our guys. I'm proud of our guys up front, both sides of the ball. Our secondary was lights out, tremendous. Again, it was a team win. Everybody was involved in the whole game, from the practice week to everything.
High Point's defense was outstanding today. 6 sacks, great coverage in the secondary, and Levi Burnell was one of the big keys on that pass rush.
We just came out with a better head, I think, and we're in better shape, like you said before, and they just couldn't hang with us, so that's it.
High Point came right out, took the opening kickoff, and marched right down the field and took the early 7-0 lead, with the offensive line really establishing themselves.
Taking the ball right down the field, we showed them it wasn't going to be that way. That was huge. That was a huge momentum changer because we just kept grinding. They got tired. They were getting beat up, and then when we finally put it in, it was great. And it was just a great turn in the game.
We always go back and forth. We want to take the ball first, and this, we figured we wanted to take it. And the other part was it too. I think we took 5 or 6 minutes off the clock, right from the get-go, and we were able to make some first downs and get some long drives. That was big for us.
High Point was able to make it 21-0 after Gavin Hunsaker alertly recovered a lateral. It looked like an incomplete pass for Pompton Lakes. Gave High Point great position, and they took advantage, and they were up 21-0.
That was huge, got us a lot of momentum, and we say something we do is no scores on sudden change. We want to get that score on the sudden change. It was huge by Gavin getting that fumble because that just, like, again, momentum. It just gave us the momentum, and we scored with it, and it just helped us with the win.
9 times out of 10, it is a forward pass. That one wasn't. I mean, it was right on our sideline. It definitely wasn't, and you know, a lot of guys don't jump on it. It was a great job by him.
And it was 21-0 at the half because High Point's defensive line, 3 straight sacks to end the quarter.
That's all about our D-line coach. He's teaching us, you know, we're not the biggest guys on the team in our group. We're not, you know, the beefiest, but we got speed, and we're going to get past these big offensive linemen. So
In secondary and our linebackers, everybody, we stepped up today. Our D-line had a huge game. How many sacks? Like 6. That was a big part of the help, and that's how we got the win.
Pompton Lakes made it 21-6. They had the ball and were driving at the end of the third quarter, facing a big 4th down. But the High Point defense came up big, and they were able to hold on for the win.
Tell Coach Lane after most of our games, we know how to keep it interesting. So even though we didn't score, we kept our composure and we kept it together.
you got to keep the mentality. We got to stop them. Got to stop them. You know, there's going to be ups and downs. The most important thing is getting up from the downs.
We knew they were going to try and just shove it down our throats, and we knew we weren't going to let that happen. And they ran it. We got the big stop, and that just stopped them right in their tracks. And that's just like they just handed us our game after that.
That was right after the interception too, right? And they drove down. And we talked to the kids all the time about sudden change. When something bad happens to us, can we hold? And looked for a while like we weren't gonna, but they did, and they held right there on the 4th down. Did a great job.
High Point was supposed to play West Milford next week because the game was postponed earlier in the year due to the virus that was going around. But Wildcats are playing a team with West in it, but it's Westwood, 2nd round of the States.
We didn't want to play West Milford. We knew we'd have a week together either way, but we wanted that week to be very special.
It's the best feeling ever. Best feeling.
It's awesome. There's no better feeling about that. We're going to celebrate big time this week.
We said to the kids, you know, we were happy to make the playoffs, definitely, but the whole thing this week was, you know, don't let that be a destination. You know, we'll keep working, and you know, if you win, they let you play another game. And so we're going to take that method, hopefully, you know, next week and maybe one more.